All right. Hey, good evening, LinkedIn. Dave Wilson, Results Staffing and Social Media. Got a great show tonight. It's been a couple of days. It's about a lot about insights and staffing issues, if you want to call it like that. Hey, we'll be right back. You know it, right after this message. Still scares the heck out of me stopping that quick. All right. Hey, good evening, everyone. Tonight, I wanted to talk to you a couple things in the staffing world, the staffing stress, the stuff that you have to do to see how your insights are going on for the week. And it's always a tough time because with social media, I made a mistake. Yes, I made a mistake. And I was posting some ads and I thought about increasing a percentage, and I'll explain that. And it kind of veered off. And let me tell you, when you woke up to see that bill, I did something wrong. It got it out there all right, but not the way I wanted it. But tonight, when I see you do a lot of insights to see how your company's doing, whether on social media, and there's a lot of things that you can check. It's like for Google My Business. When's the last time that you've been on Google My Business? That's a very important thing because I put all my videos on there. We put all the job postings, messages, we add photos to it, new service, create ads, and it's up 55% and it's up 8% in the location. So the Google My Business is important. I don't care what anybody says. They can sit there and say it's bull, it doesn't work. It does. If you keep up with it because you see the results of it. I know when it's in the red, that's when I have to take action. I got to do something because the reviews were up good. The people that reached 127 new openings of the website, that's fabulous. It was up. I'm working on that, getting more for the SEO, but that'll come along in time and get up. Social media, there's a lot that you can take from it. And I want to show you one thing. All right. So what I look at is the insights of my page of social media, right? So I want to see how I'm doing, all right? So, and I print it out. It comes out. You can get all your companies and all that. Likes were up 50%. That's going good. You got to get those likes going because I'm going to explain to you why. I'm up 50% on that. I'm happy with that. Page views up 79%. I try to keep everything above 50%. If you start going below that, that's when it starts. At 60% is when social media starts to, Facebook starts to not show your stuff as much. So try to keep that at a 60% and you'll be fine. Let's see, post engagement up 14%. And what's important about that is I wanted to tell you is the amount of shares. You want to get shares. So followers are up 100%. 3-second videos, that's up 27%. So that means the videos, believe it or not, aren't going where they're supposed to. And there's everybody can go in your insights. And it is important for you to look at these because if you don't, then you're going to struggle. Because if I was down, I always call it give your page a heartbeat. And I've seen a lot of people when I look at it. Now, my response rate for my messages is way down, 13%. That's because I haven't had the job postings that I needed to post. And that hurts because you need to be at a 60%. It's saying I take 6 days to answer my messages. No, I go back. I always check. So if I missed one or two, it can drop you on a rating. So you really need to pay attention to that. That's one of the best things that you can do. And that's on the social media side. Also, I check out a lot of my competitors, the top 6, 7 of them. I want to see where I rank compared to them. Now, for an example, you can have a big company here, 24,000, right? They didn't do that many posts and they only got like 212 views, basically like that. Another company with 3,000, only 123. One was down 4%, 1.9K. My great competitor that I left, they don't even post. I mean, I can tell you right here. I mean, I know what everybody posts, and everybody has this information. So what I look for is I'm up 19% over everyone else. Hey, Bill. Hey, how you doing, sir? I just talked to your daughter today, so we're all good to go. She did an awesome job. I'm really excited. She did that video screening, and after the second time, she finally got it. So, but it's awesome. I talked to her today around 5 o'clock. So I'm going to we know what we're doing now. We know our plan, and we're going to be good to go. But I wanted to tell you, all the staffing companies, I try to be ahead of them. That's just me. I got the results of it. And the reason is I don't want to go in the red is because it doesn't get your show out there. It doesn't get your views. It doesn't show much because a lot of these companies, I have 6 of them here. And I'm not respectively, I'm not saying that I'm any better than this, but if you don't follow your pages, you drop. Listen, I'm compared to a company that's 24K and I have 1.9 or 1.6, and I'm outdoing them on the social media part only because I know what I'm doing. If you go to facebookblueprint.com, you'll learn. It's simple. If the recruiters would go to facebookblueprint.com and the marketers need to go this. All recruiters need to go to this because it's going to get a lot more difficult, and I'm going to explain to you. But I always look at my competition. There they are right there. Those are the top 6. And as long as I stay above them, I'm fine. I love it. You know. Hey, Rob, how you doing? How's it going? I hope you had that interview, I think, this week. So hopefully you did good on that. But really pay attention to this, because what I do is if they got higher rankings than me, I check to see what page, why. And it gives every company, you can check to see what their top post was. So if this company here that starts with an A is higher, I go to see why, because the image that they post shows the top ad of the week. So I go there to get my ideas. I get my ideas from everybody else. So I change it up all the time. I just type in all the different staffing companies, up to 8. I believe on 8 you can do here. So you really need to pay really good importance to that. Some people say it doesn't matter. Go for it, because I'm going to show you how it does matter. So when I run the page and I look at the insights compared to that, I tell you how you want to make your page have a heartbeat. Just call it that. I can go in anybody's video, anybody's social media account and check what they're doing. You can see, are your recruiters posting? Because I want to jump to this one section here, then we'll explain it. So I print out with Hootsuite, I get a PDF, or I can utilize Jesus, there goes my brain. Anyway, here, look. So all my postings, it comes out like this. Okay. So if you don't pay attention, I know you can't see this. I'm going to start posting this up here. But when you just post images right now, right? You think you posted the job. You posted it. That's it, right? These images, reactions, 3, 1, 2, 1 share. It doesn't lie. It shows right there every single thing. And then I look at where I'm at with the videos. Listen, videos, I mean, you're talking 30 minutes, 49 minutes worth of time, 42 minutes worth of time, 151 minutes worth of time. This breaks down to your whole page, what you're running. So videos, I am telling you, I don't care if you're in marketing and you're sitting there back in your seat saying he doesn't know what he's talking about. You do, because you look at all your insights. You are not, all that stuff I posted here, nothing. Now those little dark ones up there are negative comments. All right. So when I printed out the PDF, it shows my inbound negative, I don't know, maybe I said something negative in January 12th to January 14th. I don't know what it was. And then January 30th to 1st of February, I said something else. Somebody put something negative. But right there, it gives you all your chart on how, when I rank myself. So negative right there, negative is that small little part and everything else is positive, or I'm in the right zone. Because what I do is, even though I'm up, I know it's hard to say, but up here, I'm up in videos, postings, hardly anything. I want to look to see what I did on these dates. This is the most important thing I could show people, because I want to say, what did I do right there? What did I say? Or your top colors on social media. So what happened there? Did I say something negative? You know, like that doesn't happen. But then here, this is a report I run. All right. I can run it every day. But this is for the week. All right. Now for the last month, I'm sorry, for the last month. So 82 posts I've done in a month, 1.6K, 556 engagements, 84 clicks on the website. Now, a lot of people might say, well, what's that matter? It does. It could be one job. Think about that. One job out of that 84 clicks. That means they clicked. But I really look at the post. Look at this, all over the place. Here, I don't know what I did here. I have to find out why the fans, I lost fans that week. So for 3 days, I don't know. Go figure that one. Engagement types. This is I pay attention to right here, because I want to see. It seems like when I get negative, seriously, when I get negative, the views go up. When I tell the truth, the views go up. I don't understand, but I get it. If you're not engaging with the client, if you're not engaging with the companies, I mean, the clients and everybody on the site here, Rob and Bill, if you're not engaging with them, you're going to see that here. This is the results of it right here. Now you can see down here, this is the traffic. I'm doing something, I don't know what's going on. I got to check this out. And the reason I say when I look at this is why it's important, because let me tell you, I get all kinds of graphs when I print out of my social media. I can tell you where I'm at, where are the jobs. I can tell that we're up 12% more postings on social media for the job sites that we are. Up 12%. We're down minus 30 around the holidays, which makes sense. But right here, I pay attention to that. That's because when I tell people that I check, I can tell how other companies are doing. And I can see right where companies, which way to go. Because on this one, oh, that's what I wanted. Shares. 231 shares. That is what you want right there. 231 shares. Because in comments, 145. So 145 people. When you comment here, I do this for LinkedIn too. This is just for social media, but I can run a report every day if I wanted. Bill, it's pretty cool, and Rob, that every single thing here on LinkedIn, I can put and make a PowerPoint, or print out a PDF for the whole week or the last 30 days. This is for 30 days. So you need to pay attention to all this. A lot of people say, how do you know it? Well, this is the company that really works well. So on that part, that's what I meant by engagement, trying to get the engagement, shares, and ads. And that brings me to when I look at the insights, this one here, when I look at the insights of on, today I went to a great client for sales. They're great, awesome company, great people. They were very nice. We had a great tour. I got to understand their company, what their culture was, what they're looking for. It was a great tour. I can see where they were lacking or their struggles of staffing. And this here, when you know you have, Bill, get this, 3,000, almost 4,000 jobs, and you have 800 candidates to choose from. Think about that. 4,000 jobs and 700 in warehouse, 30-mile radius of my place right here from Easton, 30 miles. That's what you have to choose. I mean, that's where, like, I see like Walmart, Amazon, Aerotech, FedEx. I'm not going to say that company. I don't like them. They have they have a lot of job openings, so that's where the most demand is. Like, if you want to go to Walmart, that's hot right now. They're really hiring than Amazon, but that's common sense. But what I want to tell people there is when I see the low range of 15, I've told you before, 1588 now is the median range. 17 is the high. the reason I look at these insights is because I've noticed the decline in pay. When you say 17 was high before, right there, 17 was in the mid. Unreal, no excuse. You're right. And Bill, I'm not, you know me by now. I mean, I've never paid as much attention to insights on social media and to prove, and it really helps you because it gives you, you know where you are, you know where your needs are. Because if I was to look here and I looked at the companies, all right, Allentown, Bethlehem, Brenningsville, Easton, and Hatfield. Hatfield, wherever they're at, Hatfield, Pennsylvania, they're hurting. They're hurting real bad. There's just nobody for them to pick. And what I like about this, even Amazon, Zwilly and Westport Axle, you know, wherever all that is. Hey, Nimmer, how you doing? How's everything going? People ready? That's right. I haven't been on in a while. I took 4 days off of social media. Oh my God. That's why I called it the stress of staffing. It sucked. Because in my position, the only thing it stops at me. If I make the mistake, I made a big mistake in income for blasting that out there. I'm going to explain that to you, Bill, and Rob, you'll like this. I'll get back to that one. So Walmart, of the companies that are hiring, what I do, right, is I go after the companies that are really hurting. I go after the bigger companies. I go after them to take their candidates because I want to be able to get my message to them that I'm hiring and get it to them. And that way they'll leave. You know, they'll leave that company because you're not going to pick it. Great, just trying to make things happen. I called it this week here, it was just hell. You know, no matter what I did, I just didn't do it right. Hey, Vic, how you doing? CFO of Ducking Out. I have our shows at 2:00 tomorrow, Vikram. We're going to be doing and announcing the big thing of Ducking Out. Wait till you see this. Tomorrow afternoon at 2:00, we're going to unveil it. It's a great new way with Ducking Out and the video screening. And Bill, you're going to love this because your daughter is going to be involved. So, Vic, today I got Bill's daughter, her screening back. So we're going to start to try to skill market her. But these are the companies that you want to target. Target the bigger companies. Get your candidates from them. You're not going to get them from the smaller candidates because right now with the unemployment, if they get that other 1,500 video job description, yep, tomorrow we're going to talk about it. Let me tell you, I'm excited about that one because this one's a game changer. And I just want people to know that change, you have to change. Hey, Tubia, how's it going, sir? Just talked to him today, too. I was venting to him. I was talking to him on the way to a sales. But it is right. Wait till you see this. It's like your job description comes alive. And I'm going to share it tomorrow. So I'm excited about that. But target the bigger companies that you're looking for candidates in logistics. You know, not all these people are happy where they're at. And what I learned today is you need to start selling the job, not just the pay rate, because I can tell you what's coming. Remember when I said this, the high is going down, right? It's going down. So that means everything else is going to switch. So your 15 is going to go lower. It's going to start going down. The only struggle that's going to happen right now is with everything going on with unemployment and stimulus and all that, and you get your taxes back, that can be a little bit of hit. If you don't change, you will smell. That's a good one, Tuvia, but that's true. But seriously, look at the companies that have a lot of people. If you need forklift drivers, go after the bigger companies, pick them, you know, get them right out of there. And that's my scheme. That's what works because the people that aren't working probably don't want to work. And there's a lot of some really good reasons with everything with COVID, with the kids. And I get that. Trust me. You have to be sensitive when it comes to situations like that because people with 3 to 4 children staying home, each significant other is having some hard times. Community partners are engaged virtually more than ever did. A few virtual. How'd you make out on them? They're different. I've never done one, but community partners are engaged virtually more than ever. Was it just your company number? Was it just yours, or was it other partnering like at a job fair? I wanted to know that. What if the minimum wage is 15? That's another discussion, because that's going to even hurt. Please take a minute to explain how the process works when you place someone in a full-time position. How do you get paid? Does the client pay you? Does it cost the person you are helping anything? I just need to know. All right, direct hires work like this. So if I negotiate with a company and I say 20% fee, okay, of the yearly salary, that means I'm going to get 20%. That's the average industry of that yearly salary. That's the lump sum. You can break it up. You can do it in splits. Like I like to do mine because it's a 30-day guarantee. Some people do 30, 60, 90. I like to go 30 or 60. It depends on what I'm looking for, because you have to replace them if they quit or something happens. So I get paid by the client. So I request sometimes half down, and then middle of the month I'll request the other. It does not cost anything for the candidate. We do not charge anything for the candidate. The candidates do not get charged. And that's how I get paid, and that's how direct hires work. So client comes to us, can you find us a manufacturing maintenance guy? Okay. His salary is $50,000 a year. All right. 20% of 50,000, that's my fee. I send them, I vet them. I have to do all the advertising, all the costs are for me. We send them to the client. They interview them. We want them. They make an offer. I get back with them. It's just like a coach. You know, we say, hey, this is what they're offering. Would you like position? And then when they accept it, we send it back out. I hope that answers you. But the client is the one that pays. Also the person, they don't pay anything. So that's what's nice. They don't have to worry about it. Yes, only mine. Okay. So I was wondering how that make out. Did you do anything different? Some of the virtual things I sign on just to see, and I don't see anything. I'll see something just scrolling. Oh, you're welcome, Bill. It's pretty simple, and that's what I'm trying to do for your daughters. So put it this way: if I get her a higher salary, I get a higher paycheck. So that puts it out nice. So it really helps. And then it's up to the candidate also. If the candidate's requesting, say, $75,000 a year, and I see something that's for 65, and that person told me 70, I'll still apply, and I'll go back to you and say, hey, listen, would you accept 65? And they're like, well, I don't know, but get the interview. Get the interview, and listen, for the video screening and the testing and the assessment, that's what it's about, because you have everything there, and you can send that all to the person, all to the client. They'll have it right there. So that's what makes it unique, and it really works. Some people, like if you go to my website right now, resultstaff.com, it's right on their careers page. We have over 1,900 jobs, I think, on there right now. So 1,900 jobs, professional jobs, all throughout the U.S. You click on careers. You just type it in like Indeed, and you'll see. You'll type in whatever kind of industry you want. It's majority probably it's on there. KISS, keep it simple, silly. Tuvia, I know you, man. This guy's, but he's a good. Tuvia knows. I bent it to him today, and he comes out with some great things. But I want to explain to you what mistake I made. So I made a mistake. I got to admit it. It cost me a lot. When you run an ad on social media, okay, you can, for professional services. So I'm in the middle of learning myself. I want to be able to find professional services and hire jobs within social media. So I get told a lot, they're not on social media, like CEOs are not on there. VPs, top, pharmaceutical, they're not on social media. My answer to that is yes, they are. A lot of them, sometimes they're under a different name. They don't want to have their name. Sometimes they have two different pages. So that's what's nice. So they are on there. But what I did, I ran an ad. And ever since I started this new career page, right? So once it was ended, it cost like $50. Okay, so now I go back. I took that 7 days of learning phase, right? I captured it. It's at 1%. I created an audience from everybody in the United States that I went through all those states I told you. And now it has them because they clicked on the website. So I made that audience number 1. So now I went ahead and I ran another ad. So by adding audience 1 to this audience, it increases it to 2%. So for an example, if you're a lead, right, and then you want to get a supervisor, that's like that. And supervisor, you want to get a general manager, you want to get a VP, you want to get it goes up and up and up. And you can increase that. But I learned did I learn? I jumped from 1% and I never did a 4 to 5%. I was like, hey, what do I got to lose? I want to go out big, push it out there, put a lot of money down on it. Woo! That's all I got to say about that. It's hard for people to understand that don't know social media, but I went up too high, too fast. I should have stayed around a 2 to 3%, not jacked it up, because you can go up to 10%. So when people tell you that some of the skill sets are not on social media, they are there. They will find that job positions everybody says you can't. And trust me, I'm in that learning phase. It drives me crazy because I frustrate myself over it because I should know it by now, but it can take you months and months just to figure out one little click. How did it veer from, North Carolina all the way up to Canada? And you're right, Bill, it is. It was just, my breath is still taken away. It was a hard learning fact, but it's not going to happen again. And thanks for saying that. Oh, he said, pretty good since it was only our organization featured. Our phone was ringing. Great. Did you? That's awesome. Because I know when they first started them, some of the career links and everything started doing that virtual. It wasn't as popular, but because they were standing out in their cars and they deal with all that. But that's good if it worked for you. I mean, if they were bringing off the hook, learn how to survive in the small T. Thanks, Tuvia, right? But that there is so creative because think about it. If you make your ad in that second time, right? Now you got 2 audiences. I know this doesn't make sense to some, but you run it for another 7 days. Now you're going to capture that audience number 3. You're going to name it. Say if you're looking for a certain skill, you're going to name it part 2. And you're going to name the next one part 3. Then when you do your second ad, remember, you got all these people now you connected with. Everybody that's clicked on your website, everybody knows that you got them. You got them for life. They're not going anywhere. You got them. So your second message is just as important because you want to come back out and say, hey, it's Dave Wilson again of Result Staffing. I just wanted to tell you, we offer this now, direct hires. We have video screening, assessment testing. Get that next message out because it's going to go out to them without you even knowing them because you created that audience. It's going to go back to them. So that's the best thing I can tell you is a lot of people in marketing, and it's not their fault. They just don't know. They just don't know, but it's not their fault. That's why you got to hire an expert that understands what it is, because when you're trying to learn all this stuff, it's exactly, I'm not kidding you. I can show you the trees that I've destroyed. I have to see what makes this go up and down. If you don't know that, you're not going to get anything. And I can look at everybody's page and give you the response. If you want to see how your Facebook page is, I can tell you to see how it's recruiting, because what's nice about this is you can follow your recruiters. So if your recruiters are saying, oh yeah, I'm posting. Oh yeah, we've been posting. When you look, you might see 1 or 2 posts and you have 0 engagement. And now with, I'm not going to say with iPhones, smaller businesses are going to hurt a little bit more. You're going to have to get more creative now because the cost is going to really rise on that part. So on that note, keep it simple right now. I mean, watch your engagements. All you do is go under insights on your page. See how you're doing. See where you're in the red. Concentrate where you're in the red. If you're in the red in videos, you need to take it up a notch. They learn in Google Analytics. Oof. I'm in the process of that now, Tuvia. And then also I hired a company for the SEO. I'm not messing around with it anymore. This company is really good. They're going to do a lot on the website for me. I know people say, you don't have to hire somebody. Yes, you do. Don't. if you're trying to learn it, that's great. But I'm just learning. It's cheaper to just to send it out. Let them do it. Let them be responsible and let them show us reports of what's done. Because the Google My Business, they call me every month, and I've seen the difference. I've seen from starting it to now. Because if I was to say staffing companies close to Easton, Pennsylvania, before I wasn't even there. Now, since I have this Alexa voice and phone, everything with Siri, I'm telling you, voice activation, it costs like $500-600. It takes about 2 or 3 months, and that's why your phones and Siri and Alexa listens. So you got to love that. We should talk. But I want to let everybody go. I wanted to thank. I hope you learned a little bit there, but tell everybody to look at the insights, and you're really going to see, because then you know what you're facing. You need to know what you're facing in the staffing, because if you don't have this information, all this, it's not really going to do you any good. You just say, yeah, I posted a job, and you see, look, I am not kidding you. I know it's hard to see, but these are my ads. When I posted, no, I'm kidding you, 2 reactions, 3, 1. It's insane. I'm going to say friggin' insane. But when you look at the videos don't lie. And Vikram, this is what I'm talking about. Videos don't lie. These are the facts. These are the ones that the subjects, like the highest subject that I could say that I hit for the month was, oh God, the highest, get this. Tonight's discussion, terminating an employee versus employees respond with actions. That was the highest video of the month. That's it. So I talked about firing employees, and that was the highest one. But this, and then recruitment ideas, that was another one right here. That was high. So everybody, again, thank you. And tomorrow I'm going to be doing a show around, let's see, it's 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. in Chicago. So we'll be talking about this new video. You're going to love it. Job description, enough said on that. So everybody have a great night. Thank you. And we will be back tomorrow as soon as I find this.